Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're really cracking open a technical pipeline. It's about taking AI generated content and actually making it, ready for prime time.
hmm
We're talking about this podcast in a box idea. You've got tools like Notebook LM, which is this really sophisticated engine, right? It synthesizes stuff from multiple
It's pretty
sources.
powerful.
Yeah, and it can generate these entire pretty realistic two-speaker conversational audio files. Say, you want a script on AI automation versus like agentic AI. It does that.
But it's just audio. That's the catch.
Exactly. That's the huge problem. It's just audio.
And that's the engagement wall, isn't it? You've got this amazing expert level audio, sounds completely human, but no faces, no visual.
The distribution is tough. Video platforms don't really favor it.
Right. So for your mission today, what we're going to do is walk you step by step through taking that AI audio and turning it into a synchronized, really hyper-realistic talking head video.
Okay.
We're basically creating two digital hosts, custom ones, who, never actually sat down together.
Right. Okay. Let's unpack that. So our starting point is that audio file from Notebook LM. You feed it some sources, maybe some URLs, ask it to chat about agentic AI.
And out pops, maybe 20 minutes of conversation? Usually around that.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. Two distinct voices. Sounds pretty human. You download that single track and boom, first hurdle.
That hurdle is separation. It really is. If you want two separate videos, host A, host B side by side.
You can't just use the same audio file for both.
Exactly. You need speaker A's voice totally separate and speaker B's voice separate. But just pulling out the speech, that's only half the battle.
I see the problem brewing. If you just clip out when they're actually talking and try to stick them next to each other.
Total mess. They'd overlap or there'd be weird gaps. They'd be completely out of sync.
Yeah, if the tool just gave us the talking bits, no pauses, how would you ever line them up? It sounds impossible.
And that is the absolute core challenge here. Synchronization. It hinges on keeping those gaps, those silences.
Yeah.
Which is where a tool like Speaker's Plate comes in. It's specialized. Its whole job is taking that one track
And splitting it.
and spitting out speaker A and speaker B tracks.
Yes.
But, and this is critical, it has to keep the exact timing of every silence, every pause from the original.
Okay, so that's the magic detail. If host A talks for 5 seconds, then pauses for 2 while host B jumps in. That 2-second silence needs to be in host A's separate track.
Precisely. That silence is data. It tells the system when not to animate the face later. The sources we looked at were really specific about this. They said the tracks need to be more neatly separated than Marie Kondo's sock draw.
Huh. Okay, I get the image, that level of precision.
That precision ensures that when you put the final videos together, it actually looks like a natural conversation, not just two clips forced together.
Okay, that makes total sense. So we've used speaker split, we've got our 2 audio tracks meticulously separated, timing intact. Now, the visual part, creating the digital faces. You mentioned him.
Yeah, hen is where the visual realism happens. Now, if you want your face, you make what they call a digital twin.
Okay.
The process is, it's pretty involved. You upload a short video of yourself talking. Good lighting is key. They give you advice on that.
Right.
Then you have to verify your identity.
Yeah.
Webcam on, you read some text off the screen. It's for consent, basically.
And the quality of that twin depends a lot on that initial recording.
Oh, entirely. Garbage in, garbage out, basically. You need good footage.
Sounds like a bit of an upfront effort, especially if you're thinking about doing this regularly, like for these 20-minute deep dives. Are there practical hurdles, like cost or limits?
Oh, absolutely. This brings up the scaling issue, which is where a lot of people might get tripped up initially. If you just look at their free plan,
Yeah.
you're really limited. It's like 3 videos a month, max, and each one can only be 3 minutes long.
Wait, hang on. 3 minutes, but the Notebook LM audio is like 20 minutes.
Ex-
So the free plan is kind of useless for the specific pipeline. You'd have to chop a 20-minute chat into, 7 pieces? And stitch them.
It's completely impractical for this kind of long-form content. Forget high-quality output that way. If you're serious about using this method regularly,
You need to pay up.
you absolutely need the creator plan. That's the entry point, really. Unlimited videos, and crucially, up to 30 minutes long each. That easily covers your typical Notebook LM output.
Got it. Creator plan it is. So, okay, we have the plan. We have our digital twin ready. How do we actually connect, say, speaker A's separated audio track to my digital twin's face in Hen?
It's pretty straightforward in their editor, actually. You load your avatar, your twin, You upload that Speaker A audio file from Speaker Split.
Okay.
Then there's a crucial setting. Make sure you select Voice from Recording. That tells Hen to use the audio you just uploaded for the lip sync and timing.
Not its own text-to-speech voice or something.
Correct. Then you generate. Hen processes it, matches the lip movements, the facial expressions to your audio, and importantly, your avatar just stands there, maybe subtly nods or shifts during those silences where Speaker B is meant to be talking, because the silence is in the audio track.
Right, because Speaker Split kept those silences.
Ah.
Okay. And what about the second host? If I don't want to make another twin, maybe I use one from their library. Any tips there? Especially for those silent periods.
Yeah, good question. The number one tip, based on the sources, pick a library avatar that doesn't gesticulate too much.
So avoid the ones waving their hands around.
Exactly. If Speaker A is giving a 30-second explanation and the library avatar for Speaker B is just wildly nodding or gesturing the whole time, it looks really weird, distracting, almost robotic in the wrong way.
Okay, so subtle movements are key for realism when they're supposed to be listening.
Limited gestures. Absolutely vital for making those silent periods look natural.
Fantastic. Okay, so now we have two separate video files. Host A, maybe my digital twin. Host B, the non-gesticulating library avatar. Both perfectly synced to their audio, silences included. Time for the final assembly. You said this part's easy.
Yeah, this is the beauty of doing all that prep work up front. The final step is almost trivial. You just need a standard video editor.
Yeah.
Like CapCut is a popular free one.
And we don't need to fiddle with lining up audio waveforms or anything complicated.
Zero micro-aligning. Because Speaker Split and Hen preserve that timing perfectly. You download both videos from Hen, import them into CapCut.
Okay.
Put one video track right on top of the other in the timeline. They'll already be in perfect sync because of those built-in silences.
So they just line up automatically.
They just line up. The only thing left is to use the crop tool. Crop the top video, maybe drag them side by side, resize them a bit, create that classic two-host look.
And the results should be pretty convincing, like they're actually talking to each other.
The sources said extremely convincing and natural looking, because that synchronized silence makes the back and forth seem completely seamless.
That's a brilliant workflow, really scalable for using those AI voices. But let's be real, the ultimate goal for a lot of people listening is probably putting their own voice on their digital twin.
Absolutely. That's the next level, the advanced path.
Yeah.
And it brings a huge new challenge.
Which is?
Try recording yourself, reading that 20-minute transcript manually, trying to match the exact pacing, the pauses, the intonation of that original AI audio.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see how that'd be tough.
It's nearly impossible. One source had a great analogy. It's like threading a needle while skydiving.
Okay, yeah. A perfect description. You need the human voice quality, but the almost robotic timing precision of the original AI script for it all to sync up properly later.
That's the dilemma, and that's why you turn to professional tools like 11 Labs.
Okay, 11 Labs for voice cloning.
Right, but not just any clone. For the quality you need for long-form stuff, that sounds truly like you over 20 minutes. You need their professional voice cloning.
Which means a paid plan.
Definitely need a paid plan. Creator or hire, usually.
Yeah.
Because you need to train it properly. We're talking maybe up to 2 hours of your voice audio to train it well.
Much more than the quick instant clone from a few seconds of audio.
Oh yeah, miles better. The instant clone is impressive for short things, but it won't hold up, won't sound consistently like you for a long, nuanced conversation.
Okay, so we train our high-fidelity professional clone on 11 Labs. How do we get that voice, my voice, to actually speak the script with all the original AI's pauses and timing? That needle threading problem again.
This is the clever part. You use that professional voice clone together with a specific feature in 11 Labs called the Dubbing Studio.
Dubbing Studio, okay.
So you upload the original Notebook LM audio track, the one Speaker Split gave you, into the Dubbing Studio. That track acts as the timing reference.
Ah, okay, it's like a template.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You set the source language and target language, English to English in this case. Then, for the target audio track, you select your professional voice clone.
Got it.
Now, the Dubbing Studio doesn't just read the words in your voice. It analyzes the performance of that original AI audio. The pauses, the breaths, the emphasis.
So it replicates the whole performance, essentially, down to maybe slight stutters or variations, and definitely those crucial silences.
Precisely. It ensures your clone voice speaks the text, as the source put it, word for word, with the precise timing and respecting the silences of the original Notebook LM audio.
Wow.
You generate that new audio track, which is now your voice, but with the AI's timing. You export that audio, and that's the file you take back to Hen to generate the video with your digital twin.
Okay, that connects all the dots. That's how you get hyperrealism. Your face, your voice, but all driven by a synthetic performance you never actually had to record yourself.
That's the gold standard for the full custom pipeline.
Amazing. But what if, maybe for the second host, I don't want to go through the whole 11 Labs cloning, is there a quicker fix just to change the voice, maybe the gender of one of the AI voices?
There is actually an alternative for simpler swaps built right into Hen. It's called voice mirroring.
Voice mirroring.
Yeah. So say your original notebook LM audio had a female voice for speaker B. You could pick a male library avatar in Hen, upload speaker B's audio track, and Hen's voice mirroring feature will process that audio so the male avatar speaks the words, but in its own male voice, while still keeping the original timing and pauses.
That sounds potentially really useful, a quick swap. But I sense there are probably some catches, some trade-offs.
Always trade-offs with shortcuts, right?
Yeah.
Two really important limitations to note. First, voice mirroring absolutely does not work with your custom digital twin avatar.
Ah, okay. Only Hen's library avatar.
Only library avatars. Second, and this is often the bigger issue for our use case, it has a hard 5-minute length limit per clip.
5 minutes. So again, for a 20-minute audio.
You'd have to cut your speaker B audio into 4 5-minute chunks, process each one with voice mirroring, generate 4 separate videos, then stitch those together in CapCut.
Okay, so it's doable, but adds quite a bit of extra editing work on the back end.
Definitely adds labor.
Right.
Which is why, if you need long, seamless custom videos, especially if you want your own voice cloned properly, the 11 Labs Dubbing Studio route is still superior.
Right. It handles longer audio, works with any voice, including your clone.
Yeah, the Dubbing Studio handles, 45-minute standard?
Yeah.
And you can go up to 2.5 hours via their API.
Yeah.
So for serious, long-form stuff, needing that precise timing, it's really the industry standard approach right now.
This has been, wow, a really detailed breakdown, a sophisticated pipeline, really. We started with Notebook LM for the raw audio synthesis, used speaker split to carefully separate the hosts and preserve those vital silences.
Crucial step.
Navigated Hen's plans to actually create the realistic avatars, maybe using an 11 Labs Pro voice clone for ultimate realism.
Yep.
And then just a simple assembly and CapCut at the end. It's actually a very efficient way to potentially scale up content creation.
I think the big takeaway here is really the democratization of what used to be very high-end production. You've just outlined a complete process for anyone to generate custom, hyper-realistic video content.
With hosts that look and sound incredibly human.
Exactly, without ever needing a camera or a studio or even the host actually performing. And the key, the secret sauce, isn't just the look, it's that invisible synchronization tech holding it all together, that seamless back and forth.
So the really profound thought to leave people with is this. We can now generate a video. It looks like you. It sounds like you, maybe via 11 Labs, discussing complex things like agentic AI. The content is expert level, synthesized, and the video looks real. But the actual performance, the timing, the way the words are delivered was entirely synthetic and synchronized by these tools. What does that capability mean for, I guess, the value we place on genuine human performance when the synthetic version is becoming this convincing?
That's definitely a question to chew on. What happens when the realism is there, but the human effort, the actual act of speaking those words in that moment, wasn't? Something to think about as you start playing with these tools.
Indeed. Food for thought.
Until the next deep dive, keep questioning your sources.